Kentucky got a huge ad. I didn't mean that figuratively. I meant that literally and figuratively, I guess. 7'2" Croatian center, Zvonimir Ivisic. I probably botched that. I'm gonna run with that like I didn't botch that. This is my favorite player in a long time. I'm willing to just say that right now, Cart. Here's what I know about this guy. 19 years old right now. He came onto the scene in 2019 at a FIBA U16 event. He averaged 13 and 7 at that event, but he shot 5 threes a game as a big center. Over half his shots were threes at this event. Then in the ABA league for SC Derby, he averaged just 7 points, 5 rebounds, and a block this year. But in the playoffs, he went nuts. 16 points, 8 rebounds, exploded. He followed that up at the U20 Euro Championships with 11 points, 5 rebounds, 3 blocks a game in under 20 minutes a game. Just popped off the screen. Kentucky hopped on him. Kentucky thin in the front court right now. A lot of injuries. We know that. They land their center. This kid, he's declared for the draft twice in a row. He's withdrawn from the draft twice in a row. To me, that means like smart. Like he might think he has potential, and he's probably been told he has potential, but he realizes he's not going to get picked. So smart. He withdraws. I think this is the best thing Ivisic could do for his game. There's a video going around. At one point, somebody asked him, like, what are you best at? What's the best part of your game on the floor? And he like laughs. He chuckles in the video and goes, threes for sure. And he's a 7'2" center that just loves it. I also want to read his post to announce he's going to Kentucky this morning.
That's the greatest thing ever.
I'm just going to read it word for word. I'm just going to read it. I got the offer for scholarship by Coach Calipari to attend the University of Kentucky. I'm excited to tell that I accepted the scholarship and I will play there next season. Go Big Blue. I'm all in on this kid.
Please preface it by saying like it's literally a blue screen on Instagram stories and him just typing in white this whole paragraph.
I'm all in on this kid, Cart. I love everything about the tape. Seriously, on the court, I think he's a hilarious personality from what I can see. I think he's going to really help Kentucky, too. That's the thing. Like, I think this is their starting center, and I think he's a bit of a unicorn. What do you make of Ivisic?
Yeah, no, I'm a bit from the tape that I've seen, I'm a huge fan of his game. I mean, the fact that interview where he did say, like, my best part of my game is threes, immediately when a big man answers that question, I'm in no matter what. This was before I watched the film. But, I mean, he pick and pop wise, he can be a weapon. He catches. He's a lob threat as well. He's not like a negative athlete. He's able to catch the ball. He like dunk it off pick and rolls. He can pick and pop. Pretty good rim protector too, obviously, for his size. And honestly, this pickup really swings me on this Kentucky team. It really does.
Wow.
Like the lineup of having, let's say it's, I'm not sure how it's going to shake out in the season, but let's say just for my exercise right here, you go
hypothetically,
you go Antonio Reeves, DJ Wagner, probably Justin Edwards, Trey Mitchell, and Z in the middle. Like, I love the way that lineup fits. I think Trey Mitchell is going to be able to stretch the floor as a pick and pop four. I think that Z is going to be able to stretch the floor. I think Z can provide the rim protection that they need. Then they get the shooting from Antonio Reeves. Like, I'm really in on this Kentucky team with this addition.
Are we calling him Z? Are we calling him Z? Are we calling him Z officially?
I'm calling him Z to protect myself.
Okay.
The only negative of Z is that, like a former Kentucky player, actually, in comparison to this, his mindset and the way he carries himself might be like Enes Kanter.
Yeah, the Twitter likes are a little scary.
Twitter likes are a little bit scary. But I mean, you'll take the Twitter likes if you're getting a 7-2 guy shooting over 40% from three. You'll look over those.
Yeah, 100%. He seems also just very passionate about Croatian basketball. Like, his feed is just pretty much constant promotion of other Croatian basketball players that have had success. I like that. I think this comp's been thrown out and it's a lazy comp typically, but I actually see a lot of this. I see like young Porzingis here because, if you just throw him on a college basketball floor, I guess you don't know how he's necessarily going to process the college game compared to where he's played, but you can stick him on the floor and he's going to block shots at a minimum. Like, I have so much confidence. He plays 20 minutes a game for Kentucky next year. He's blocking 3 shots in those 20 minutes. I also think he can shoot the basketball and will shoot the basketball. To me, that's like sort of the baseline for Porzingis, right? Is like if other things hit, if he's fluid enough with the basketball to handle it a little bit, if he actually is processing the speed of the game, then all of a sudden you have a superstar center. If not, you got this raw dude who's blocking shots and shooting threes at 7'2", which is still a massive luxury for Kentucky. And I like it most because roster-wise, Cart, I wasn't super confident. I'm just going to say it. Kentucky fans might get mad. I wasn't super confident in their options at center, even if they're healthy. I don't think they have a guy who's like a premier SEC starting center on paper. I think Z can be that. I think he could be one of the best bigs in the country, honestly. To me, like, I mean, look, they got 5 stars all over the place. If this kid was just like listed, if you threw him in this 2023 class as a recruit, he's a top 10 player. He's a 5-star recruit in my mind.
And I don't want to misquote it, but I believe the people we were talking to, like, if we asked this question, if he would be like, what range would he be in? They say he'd be a top 10 5-star level player in his class.
Yeah. Cal, man, one trip to Drake's mansion, and all of a sudden he's pulling 7'2" Croatian superstars.
I mean, the Kentucky difference, Big Blue Nation.
You love it. I'm excited for you and I to both be in on Kentucky together because for whatever reason, we haven't been able to get there the last couple of years. I kind of feel like you and I are adopting Kentucky a little bit this year. Like I want Kentucky to be good. I think they're going to be really good. And they might be my favorite blue blood on paper for next year.
Yeah, I'm kind of scared of myself, like how in I am on Kentucky and this kid. Like everything I've seen is like he is like Porzingis. And like you need to realize Porzingis, when healthy, is like an NBA All-Star level player. At least he was earlier in his career before the injuries kind of messed him up a little bit. But like he's doing special things. He's not doing the things off the dribble I think that Porzingis kind of had. But early on, Porzingis was literally just a shoot it, protect the rim, dunk everything type player. And I don't know. I get like Davis Bertans vibes from him as well too.
We're not going to stick with Bertans because I think that's disrespectful to Z. No offense to Bertans.
Bertans is literally a rim protector and
no, he's good. Bertans is just lame, and I don't want to compare Z to anybody lame. Like Porzingis has some shit to him. I want to only compare Z to people that have shit to him. Like
okay, respect.
Congratulations, Kentucky. We're in on you. We're in on Z, and excited to watch your team this year.